Husk, an outer layer, an emptied shell, or a supporting framework. Now let's take a good look at Husk. He's the alter ego of Noob, who is someone that has, quote, the weight of not being good enough. Someone who's extremely insecure and wishes that he could be better. Wishes that perhaps maybe he was someone else better. Husk, who is then a vicious projection of his insecurities, isn't that just, that? His projection of an ideal person, but it is simply a projection. A husk. The outside layer is a facade, is not who he really is, but rather whom he wants to be. Husk's actual appearance is this, a grayish, well-built and buff humanoid. The hunter that Noob desires to be. The interesting part is that the things that he wears around himself, they are actually blobs of meat, skin, and some cloth layered on top to hide its true appearance, not a part of his body like what many people would think. The flesh he wears is merely another reflection of himself. Despite his alter ego, a twisted version of his fears, already boasting a superior physique, still cannot validate himself mentally. He cannot be better if he is himself. He is anxious about his own identity, or, well, the lack thereof. Which is why Husk wears another layer of skin. Maybe it's no one's at all, but simply just a corrupted manifestation, a metaphor or representation. Or is someone else that Noob looks up to in the real world, someone like, I don't know, John Doe, the appearance that Husk is based on. But the point is, he wears somebody else's skin. And hence, Husk, because of Noob's own lack of self-esteem, his alter ego is an ego born after all. That is why the name Husk is perfect. He's wearing somebody else's skin because his own identity feels empty. Even if he were to become someone as strong as Husk, he still cannot validate his own existence and therefore satisfy his self-esteem or worthiness in the world that he's living in, which he isn't anymore. He's kidnapped. This concept further expands into why his skin woodsman's, even though no one uses it because, there's a much better looking skin, which is the John Doe skin. The skinwalker concept still remains, but alas, I think you get the point, right? Even though he looks like a generic brute at first glance, like literally just look at him. He's simply just John Doe but RTX or something. There's so much thematic depth to his design and layers upon layers, both literally and figuratively. I'm actually surprised and wonder if it's intentional or not, but hey, if it is, huge props to Paradoxum because this is actually really awesome.